What is up, everybody? So I'm coming to you right now, my first official video in Dragon Ball SparklingZERO. I'm your host, Dracio Mishima, and I just want to say one thing and one thing alone. If you like content like this, if you want me to keep going and posting more videos, feel free to like, share, and follow for more. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, there's basically things you need to understand from my point of view. I'm not the kind of creator who adds some memes onto the show. I'm not the kind of person who likes to do too much editing because I'm not really that skilled in it. I'm just the kind of guy who likes gameplay. He likes to showcase the gameplay. He likes to talk about a few things that he has in mind. And hopefully if y'all can relate to it, you can basically, get in the conversation and we can have some form of discussion with it. All in all, think of me like a basic black guy who likes to talk about his problems and basically likes to talk about things he likes or don't like. Now that we're done with the semantics, let's talk about things that I feel are interesting about Dragon Ball SparklingZERO, or generally speaking, my interest with it. So, if y'all didn't know, Dragon Ball SparklingZERO, undoubtedly, this game is a very well-rounded game. I won't say it's balanced because obviously it's an unbalanced game. You have to pull characters that are way too OP against characters who are very mid-tier at best. The one thing I feel like people have a problem with this game is that they don't really understand the difference between having a game that's unbalanced and a game that's unfun. For a game to be unbalanced, it generally just means that there are overpowered characters who would obviously have more health and more damage output than regular characters, which generally doesn't really matter much because all it depends is your skill level and how you'll be able to handle that scenario. Whereas for something to be classified as unfun is when people known as cheesers use overpowered characters who they feel like is going to carry them throughout the majority of their fights. For example, in this game, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, as you see right there, MUI, Goku, hell, even characters who have instant spark or after image strike. Now, I know all I'm saying is like a bit old news since there's a new update patch that had just come, but I feel like I'll address that in another video. But for this video particularly, I just want to talk about the game in general. Because me personally, I am an ace at this game. I'm generally #1 player in my school. Now hear me out. I know it does sound like self-glazed, but hear me out. I wish I could play as efficiently and simple as how I do offline in online battles. Now that brings me to one of the main issues with the game, aka the online battle. I know it's not just me, but there are many people who are complaining about not registered inputs, rage quitting, and for some God knows reason, the connection quality is just that bad. I mean this in the most nicest way possible. I wish that sooner or later, when I get my connection quality back up and running, I would want to run phase with anybody online without any excuses, any lags, no issues whatsoever. But hey, all we can do right now is just hope that later patches they will find a way to sort out and fix the online problem. If not, then this game might be cooked. Now, aside from all that, let me just talk about the lobby system inside of the online feature. So you're telling me you can have a total amount of like 6 slots of people. You can bring everybody inside that room, but only 2, and I'm saying this, only 2 people are allowed to fight each other. I'm really trying to understand how that works. How can you have a lobby and you only set 2 players, the first and the second person to join into the lobby, to be the only people who be fighting while the rest will just try and spectate? I do feel like in later updates they should at least allow other members in that lobby to at least fight each other, or select who you want to fight in that lobby, because I feel like it'll be way easier than just waiting for your turn. But hey, if you're the kind of person that just likes to watch fights and not join into one, hey, I'm not gonna say anything for you. You're good. You're good either way. But me personally, I came to throw hands with anybody. I didn't come to watch people throw hands. No. That's just me wasting my own network for fights that I have nothing to do with me. But hey, it's best to learn from fighting against someone instead of playing the AI. And this is a firm and simple message. If you are the kind of person that doesn't know how to box, in other words, if you do not know how to throw hands, and you rely on characters that have unblockables or vanishing rushes, yeah, I'm going to look at you in a very, very different light. I'm just going to look at you and just say this directly to your ear. You ain't good. You ain't good. Just because your character is strong does not mean that you're good. I mean, I've played against people who spam the literal heck out of characters like Z Broly's ultimate, MEY Goku's vanishing rushes, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's ultimate, in Wild Sense, by the way. And I beat them all because I understood them all. I understood their playstyle, I understood how they work, and I even used characters like SSJ4 Goku because why? Not only because he has the coolest design in the entire game, I will stand by it. SSJ4 Goku is literally the peak version of Goku. I do not care if it's blue, I do not care if it's God. This version of Goku is unironically the coolest transformation and the most safest character to use. And he is by far my favorite and my best character in the game. So I'll say this to you one more time. If you don't know how to box, I surely pity you. Because if you got put up against me, I'm about to pull up the most disrespectful combo you will ever see. It's only going to be straight hands and potentially a Kamehameha times 10 back shot. But I'm not going to say much because it's always going to take 5 seconds to beat you. Anyways, let me just stop the glazing. Back to the pressing matters. Moving on, we're going to talk about the episode battle and custom battle. So, yeah, it makes sense as to why they could not put the entire story mode or create a story mode in Dragon Ball SparklingZERO because, you know, Dragon Ball has so many arcs, so many things to animate, so many things to work on in such a little amount of time. But episode battle, to me, I don't feel like it's it because there are so many things that they skipped, so many things they left out. Because one perfect example is Vegeta's episode battle ends in the Buu saga. Please, I want to understand how that makes sense. And we see Vegeta progressively get stronger with Goku in Goku's story. We see him in the God of Destruction arc. No, we see him in the Tournament of Power. We see him in the Goku Black arc, or Zamasu arc if you want to call it anyway. And even with all that, we could have at least got an episode battle where he at least achieved Blue Evolution, which thankfully is already a feature in the game. If you want to play or want to main Blue Vegeta, please go ahead. He is really OP. But I do feel like they didn't really do much with the episode battle. And the custom battle, yeah, to me, I feel like custom battle, I feel like it was I don't say mistake, because the people have been making memes, quotes saying that there's a reason why Dragon Ball fans do not write Dragon Ball, which to me, in my opinion, I feel like is the most logical and the most respectful opinion in history, because Dragon Ball fans do not know how to write their own story because they don't even know how to read their own story. I'm just joking. Sometimes I've seen people make clips and edits saying that Goku had beaten few Zamasu, Goku beat Jiren, Goku beat all these characters by himself, when currently that's not how it went down in the manga. But in all honesty, if you have seen, and I'm saying this right now, if you have seen the video clips of people absolutely abusing custom battles by using some certain language and text and sceneries, which I feel should not be given to anybody. Like, the power of making a custom battle should not be given to those who have such lewd thoughts. Because there are people that have made clips like, yes, Diddy Roshi. Yeah, I feel like it's just called Diddy Roshi. You would know just by the sentence alone the context of the entire custom battle from that point. Because that is just one out of the many examples I have seen. Because these people, like the developers, literally thought it was a good idea for people to make their custom battles and post it online. Oh my. You know, really, there isn't any point in trying to talk about that because I don't want there to be any issues with this video. I just want this video to be simple, straightforward, and understanding. So yeah, in my opinion, I feel like custom battle is not really necessary. But to be fair, it actually is for people who have ideas that they want to share with others, and I would respect that because there are other people who feel like their voices should be heard. Me, in my opinion, I'm not the kind of guy who likes customization. I'm not the kind of guy who likes to imagine what could or what should have happened. I just play the game, enjoy it, see the good, the bad, and hopefully rate it out of like how I feel it should be addressed, not how others feel like it must be addressed. But now that I think about it, I'm trying to understand what would happen if they added, I don't know, like towers from like the Mortal Kombat series, like basically a set of battles or a set of rules that you have to use in facing strong AI. Like beat this AI in a timer, your health will constantly be reducing over time, or your opponent will be constantly regenerating over time if you don't take them out. Look, take games like Injustice Gods Among Us. If you know, you know. The game had a very good single player challenges, which tests the skills of the user and also puts pressure on them in order to finish the fight early and also learn new skills and new combos that deal high amounts of damage. But yeah, I'm just pitching ideas that I feel like it would make the game a bit more playable and a bit more interesting. But feel free to say in the comments if you like the ideas or not. I would heavily be appreciative if you guys give me your feedback and see if it's all worth it. Now, I do feel like we have reached the climax of this video. So for those of you who sticked around throughout the entire 12 minutes, I don't even know anymore. I would like to say thank you for watching this video. I'd like to say thank you for listening to what I have to say. And please like, follow, share this video to others. And please let me know if this video does well. I will be posting more and more content like this on my YouTube. In fact, I might even be posting more on my YouTube page instead of my shorts. All in all, I am the Dark Horse Dragonball SparklingZEro signing out now, and I'll see you all next time.